very, very important, and this is basically, not my opinion. I always benchmark things here. The first thing that I'm very happy is that you are telling me that you see changes. That is testimony. It's not about what I see, it's about what the guys or the people or the employees or the whole organization see. So that's number one, yeah? So when you tell me that you see changes, that means it's working, the strategy is working. So what's my take on this? It's very simply, it could not have worked if we did not have the level of engagement in the organization. We are here for 8 years already. If I minus that 7 months, that was 7.5 years. 7.5 years, what's different before and after? We have the same people, yeah. People come in, people go out, okay, that's maybe minority, 10%. But what's different? The difference is that today, if you can see the changes in the organization, it's not caused by the senior management, it's not caused by the managers, it's all of us into one. Level of engagement, it's now how the people are really connected, they really want to understand, they want to contribute to bringing the company into a different level altogether, and they are starting to be curious, and they are starting to ask, how can we help you? Change cannot happen from one person, change happens from many people. So the one that my take from this is, number one, we did it in a very, very short time. People always pay millions to change agents, change consultants, to come and tell us what to do. We did it within 6 months, our first phase. And we did it not because there was a hero, we did it because there was 1,200 heroes. Bottom line, that's it. So that's my take on it. If it wasn't for the people, if it wasn't for them to really understand why we need it, we would not get there. So I think that whatever that happened in the last 7 months is more or less caused by the organization itself, the people in the organization, and they want it, and they're ready for it. 493, first of all, I think it's a very good name, right? You can remember 493. It has its own identity, 493. There's no big long words that you forget the grammar, that's it, yeah? 493. So I just had to add on to that, okay? The second, achievements. I said engagement, you saw it. You saw what the power of the people can do. You saw how when the managers are engaged, how they rolled it on. And how did we do it? We didn't have it as one-time meeting, I tell you all, we really touched the hearts. We went on to every single person and asked and told and informed them, this is where we are going, right? That was one. So that was one big achievement. I think that we have changed compared to 7.5 years ago. We always assume people were hearing. This round, in the past 7 months, you asked whether you heard. It was very important. Number two, second achievement was, I think in the 7 months, and this I personally am very proud, everyone starts talking about the tea. You know, everyone. Before there was no pride in the tea. Today, it's magenta, everyone wants to wear the tea sign. Everyone wants to talk about the tea. And suddenly, in 7 months, tea is known to many. Challenges will always be there. You won't believe the challenges. So if I continue to worry on the challenges, you can forget about being here. Daily, my day ends at 2 a.m. Okay, daily. And it ends at 2 a.m. There's always a daily, cycle. So I have already realized I will never put myself big-headed, to be big-headed. I will always burst the bubble because, it's always a balance. I need to balance. Is something good? If I celebrate too much, I forget that I may miss something. I may forget about something. I wrote this for those who have read my communication, my 7 pages communication with a lot of pictures, okay? You would know the philosophy of life in that. The last town hall, I could not take it. I had to start the town hall by telling you the lesson of life. Because I still see people who's waiting for it, yeah? But nevertheless, my 3 philosophy, the first is never stop learning. Never stop learning. You need to continue to be a student. Never stop learning. It's not about how thick your book is. It's about how you observe things. So never stop learning. Be a lifelong student. Be a lifelong student. And teaching and telling is also learning. Yeah, I teach you and I tell you. I also learn from you when you give me feedback. Yeah? So be a lifelong student. That's philosophy number 1. Never stop learning. Philosophy number 2, and this I think you know and you can see it. We are professionals, we're in the IT industry. Use your brain, we use our brain a lot. Use your brain, use your hands, we work very hard. But also use your heart. When you start to use your heart, you forget about the challenges. You overcome it. You forget about the pain, the daily struggles. Because why? You have the passion inside. You have the drive. You treat your work with happiness. You treat your work as a responsibility to others. You need to really realize this. Yeah, it's a lesson of life. Do something that you love. Have joy in what you do. Right? And the third is the one that's very, very important. And many people, if I try to coach, or if they come to me and they ask me, what is the secret of your success? There is no secret. The secret of my success is I teach other people to be better than me. Okay? Now, the greatness, whatever you do, remember this, yeah? You teach this. Whatever you do, the greatness comes not from your title, from your senior manager or SVP or CEO or whatnot. The greatest achievement comes from how you create the next generation, how you create the future. You know what? There is no point for you to compete with the next person next to you, because you know what? We will not go anywhere. You can fight, that is very short term. What is long term is the legacy that you leave behind. Today you can be very smart. Oh yes, I achieved something. Tomorrow, there will be one guy who just finished school and he can be faster than you. So that is something that I always believe. If you are at that position and you can start to build people to be better than you, you personally have left a legacy. Organization. But my philosophy is to give a sense of purpose for the next generation. And if I can do that, I will. So remember this, yeah, whenever you move on. You will only succeed when you are not afraid to teach the next generation to be better than you. Remember this, yeah? So this is the 3 philosophy that I have, that I keep very strong, and I keep on growing, yeah? It keeps on growing. I keep on understanding why it's so important day by day. A role model for me is someone who can guide me and basically allow me to think. Guide me to think but not give me the answer. Guide me to be having the right attitude and bring me back to the platform so that I can do greater. Okay? Wrong answer, but my role model is my husband. You know, my husband, again, my husband's 8 years older than me. But he teaches me, and he used to be a general manager in a factory, say, the only next to the CEO, no means no, right? He runs 1,000 people, how do you manage it? He doesn't, not a commander, yeah? He's not a commander, he's a leader. Today now, is at home. The roles have changed. Today, he manages the family. He's still a man, he's still there, he runs his own business. But he is now taking the role of the leader in the family, like normal. He's also, you know, I listen to him. But he guides everyone, including the children. Driving factor is very simple. Know who you are and always give the best. I always say this, yeah? T-Systems is a company that never discriminates, that has never discriminated anyone. I am where I am today, in Asia, in Deutsche Telekom. It's just because of that. They saw someone who knows who she is, who most probably is saying, you you get what you see. They saw someone who gave everything. They saw someone who gave the best of everything, and they rewarded as someone. What you see as a control, I grew, of course, I learned, I'm more focused, I'm more absorbed in my environment, I see more. But this is what if anybody who knew me 7 years ago, I think I did not change. I became more wiser, more alert, but this is how Sharmila is. So I would say, you know what, don't look at it, don't make being Asian or don't make gender or don't make anything as an excuse for you not to come up. All you have to do is know who you are. You need to be very present. If you don't know who you are, people will not know you. So know who you are and give it the best, as though it's your company, as though this is like, it's your life. I deliver my results. I deliver the passion, and I deliver, and I really do my best. I'm very focused. I've done many mistakes. I have done many mistakes in the sense that nothing is perfect. Yeah? Nothing is perfect. But I learn from it, and I take advice. When the boss talks to me, I listen to what he has to give me, and I apply. When I go on stage, do you see an actress? Or do you see someone authentic?
Yeah.
You get me as how I am, yeah? So, my advice to all, stay true to yourself. Don't copy. That is the brand. This is what you see, is what Ferry says, is what Reinhardt sees, is what everything, because I am what I am. So know yourself, stay true to yourself, do not copy. Don't try to copy Obama, don't try to copy Steve Jobs, don't try. Steve Jobs is a brand of his own. He learned his lesson quite late, but he was a brand of his own. So if you really want to know what is the different, what makes you different, look at maybe the people who's been successful. They are their own personality.